So you can actually use this method, and it should adhere to all styles. What we do is we have 5 different levels. We have the physical, the technical, the mechanical, the academic, and the psychological. There's also one other level, and we call that the spiritual level, but everyone has his own spiritual way and has to find that on its own. But what we're going to be showing you today is we have 25 or 27 fighting principles that we use in the 5-level method. Me and some of my students are going to share some of this with you, and I hope you like what you see. They're going to need to be a little bit. Horse. Again. Horse. Horse. Training horse. Left hand out. My command. I slowly punch the E. Knee. Tongue. Cheek. Go. Rope. Pitch. Hut. Coup. Two. Hut. The eye on you. Pitch. Knee. Tongue. Cheek. Go. Rope. Pitch. Hut. Coup. Two. Yes. My command. Pitch. Knee. Tongue. Cheek. Go. Rope. Pitch. Hut. Coup. Two. Yes. I slowly, dynamic tension, ear. I knee. Sun. Chi. Go. Nope. Seek. Hut. Coup. Two. Yoite. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm going to ask Mr. Marius Tenu to come up here for a second. In the 5-level method, what we do is we practice what's considered sets. In the classical tradition, we had katas and forms that we had to learn, and you practice a form and do maybe one movement for a form. Might only do one technique or one movement in that form, and have to do the whole form just to do that one technique. We do sets, and in our sets, we have a punching set, we have a kicking set, we have a striking set, and we have a blocking set. Mr. Tenu will now go through, at his own command, one of our punching sets. My command. Your command. Itch.
Punching set.
Okay, as you can see, he was using blunt weapons, edged weapons. He was using all the weapons that you use in the martial arts in that single set. We also have what's considered to be kicking set. And we do the kicking set several different ways. We feel as though you should be able to kick at any different angle without having to actually go back into a classical karate stance to actually do the kick. Mr. Tenu will now do, and I'm going to move in a 360 around him as he do the kicking set. My command, itch, knee. And that was all from a standing position, because most of the times in the martial arts, you're not going to be able to go back into a beautiful fighting stance before you come up and kick. Okay, now we'll do a traditional kicking set by the numbers. My command, itch, knee, sun, chi, go, rope, seek, punch, coup, ju, itch, knee, Turn. And she. Thank you, Mr. New. Okay, Mr. Temple will come up. Okay, we also what we have in the 5-level method, a way of moving, because after you learn these mechanics and these techniques and these punches and these strikes, you have to be able to deliver them. Okay, the way that we deliver these strikes is we have something called a moving set. It's where we actually learn how to move. Fighting horse. Itch. You'll step through. I want you to step through. Step through. Half move. Moving back. Step two. Step through. Half move. Again. Moving back. Step two. Step through. Half move. Moving back. Step two. Step through. Half move. Okay. Now, at the point when a person learns how to move, we combine that with the kicking and the striking set. At this point, step through roundhouse kick, move. Step through roundhouse kick, step through reverse punch. It's amazing.
So if you just say, hey, put the pad on, now we're going, okay?
Okay, yes.
And
now we're going to use...
Wait, roll from the top.
Okay, now we're going to use a striking pad. And that way we can actually generate power and we can show some speed. And you'll see the moving stuff. Okay, step to roundhouse, move. Step to roundhouse kick. Step through roundhouse kick. Okay, step through side kick. All right, can I do that again?
Absolutely.
Okay, give me another kicker up here. Okay.
And from the top.
Okay. Here, I have one of my students, Mr. Brian Neely, who's going to actually show moving and kicking using the moving set. Okay, fighting stance. Step through roundhouse kick. Step through roundhouse kick. Step through side kick. Step through rear kick. Moving away. Step away back kick. Okay, step away round kick. Okay. Step away side kick. Kick step.
Action.
Okay. In the martial arts, the fact that this is a method, some of our techniques are taken from Kenpo, some of our techniques are taken from Shōrin-ryū, some of our kicks are taken from Hapkido. But what we don't do is we just don't do mechanical movements and wonder, because in an actual situation, a student there's infinite set of possibilities that could possibly happen. I'm going to try to show you some of these things right now on how Deborah will self-correct herself depending on my critical distance and where I am in position to her. Now I'm going to run through a few techniques and you can take a look at what we do here. Okay, fighting stand, up for me. Fighting stand. Deborah will step up and round kick to my face and back. Round kick and back. Deborah will step up and side kick to my side and back. Side kick and back. So step through. Kick and back. Deborah will also step up and rear kick and back. Kick. Step up and kick and back. Now, in an actual situation, she may have a point to where she has to actually throw all three of these kicks in succession. But the way this will work is it depends on whether I fall forward or whether I fall backwards. For instance, if Deborah steps up, kick to my face, and I fall forward, she will step back. Okay, go ahead and step back. Okay, step up and kick, step back, step out, and she's stepping back for distance. Now, if I started to actually move backwards, she may have to correct and move forward and kick. So if she'll step up and round kick, okay, she'll step up and side kick to get distance, and she'll step up and rear kick. Okay, now, let me show you something here. Get back again. I'm going to move away. So the second kick is a skip side kick. That will be the kick that you're going to gain most of your distance on. So when you do the skip side kick, you're going to gain most of your distance. I'm going to be moving away. So step up round, do a big skip, and a rear kick. Boom, okay, to catch it. So you're actually you're self-correcting yourself by using your kick. You're not just doing mechanical skills. Okay. Let me do a little.
If you kind of put your hands down by your sides.
Okay.
And rolling.
Okay, in the 5-level method, we have a technique, a method that we call zoning. Zoning has to do with learning self-defense techniques to the point to where they're second nature, and then you can actually just move. You don't have to think about a technique. Techniques are taught for two different reasons: self-defense and to prepare oneself to zone. I'd like to show you a little bit this using my students, and I'll actually show some techniques myself. Okay, thank you. You guys are high-level black belt, so this is a true example of zoning. You know what I mean? Yes. So zoning means that you don't think about the technique, person moves, and you do the technique. I'd like for you to do a technique, and I'd like for Robert to do a technique. Now, maybe
We kind of to intro what we're going to see here.
Okay. Here I'm going to do what we consider a traditional technique. This prepares us for zoning. And here I'm going to do a traditional technique which prepares you for zoning. When you do self-defense techniques, one shouldn't get caught up with how the technique is done. You should have good mechanics. But at the point where you start to zone, you literally just move and actually perform the technique. I'll do this with Mr. Deneau. Step through punch, move. Boy, that was really bad. It was exactly what I always tell you, the old fat guys do. It was a perfect example of what they do. You know, like faked it halfway through. Yeah. You know. Okay. Okay.
And go.
Okay.
Wait.
This is...
No, and from the top. Go.
Okay, here I'm going to do a self-defense technique. This prepares students, high-end black belts, for zoning. I'm going to do a traditional technique in two ways. I'll do it from a traditional way, the way that you're taught in school, and then I will improvise and do it just to move when the opponent actually attacks. Okay, move. Punch to the chest. Move. Hitch. Shot.
I didn't get that. I'm sorry. I was in the wrong angle.
The angle you had was right on his back, though.
I know. It's the wrong angle. All right, from the top, the whole intro again.
Okay. Here we're going to do, I'm going to show a traditional technique. And this traditional technique actually prepares you what we consider in the 5-level method is zoning. I'm going to do this with Mr. Deneau, and I'll show a technique now. Okay, step through punch, move. You know what I'll do? Carl, let me do this. Let me do this one thing with him.
Yes. And what are we saying here?
What we're going to do is we're going to do a two-man set. Okay, you know we've done two-man sets before?
Yes.
It's okay. Now, two-man set, can I, move? I'll go. Okay, go ahead. We're going